I don't give a fuck. You're tripping with JJ.
Wow!
Fuck you, asshole.
Tell your bitch I said hi, nigga. That you love most.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah.
So not only you're doing it for you, you're doing it for them.
I'm doing it for family, man. And that's where I'm at right now. Everything that I want, everything that I'm working towards is for my family that I have now and my future generations. That's what I'm all about right now.
I like that. I like that. So when you're feeling lonely, depressed, alone, unworthy, how do you find self-worth?
Honestly, man, I go through those days. You know, I still struggle with, females. Everyone does. Come on.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I am blessed that I have a group of friends that I can tell everything to. My friends are there for me. They know everything that I've been through. They haven't left me behind. Even though I disappeared for 2 years on a drug binge, they're still there for me. I know that they love me, and I love them.
Unconditionally.
Oh, yeah, man. They're family. That's what it's all about, man.
Having someone or more than just friends, but real people who care about you, who wants to see you win.
Absolutely.
By your side.
Yeah.
That matters.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes I think about that and I'm just like, man, I love my friends, man. I'm so thankful that they're there. And I could tell them I could be I could be myself with my friends, a dumbass. That's what I am. I could be myself with them. And
be an asshole and they still love you.
Yep, absolutely, man.
Absolutely. That's like everybody watching this show. I could be a dickhead and they still love me.
Yeah.
So, now every day you got to pay the rent.
Yep.
That just means stay on your P's and Q's and don't fucking fall back on your ass.
Yeah.
Okay? The motivation, the incentives, the power struggle. How do you muster up mentally and physically the fortitude to fight this battle?
Honestly, man, I just fucking go through it, man. I turn my mind off and I focus on what I want, and you just do it. After you're doing it, you just have to realize you can fucking do it. You just turn yourself off and walk that path, no matter what it takes. Like I said, I wake up some days and I feel like absolute dog shit, man. Because, yeah, I'm clean, but my hormones are a goddamn mess. I got low testosterone, which is embarrassing. I take testosterone shots. I'm 26 years old. But
that shouldn't be happening, right?
No, it's because of drugs. They mess with your hormone. I started before as a male, your mind doesn't finish developing until you're like 25, 26.
That's correct.
Yeah, and I started using hard drugs, 23, 24? Right on the edge, but you don't want to do that to yourself. I could have caused lifelong damage for what I did.
I want you guys to learn from Tyler. Learn from his mistakes. Don't take for granted what he's saying. He's a human being. Okay? There were some poor decisions made, but with strong support system, his friends, his himself, motivating himself, and seeking the help he need is making all the difference in his life at this point.
Yeah. And let me tell you this. I know that I was blessed. I had insurance. But if you're going through this shit, you just have to understand that there are resources out there. I went to rehab with people that did not have insurance. I went to rehab with people who were homeless. They were there in detox center. They were there in the detox center because they didn't have a place to live. There's resources out there for you. It's inside of you. You know what I mean? You can't, Like, same thing with my sister. There's nothing. My whole family's been trying to reach out to her and get her out of this shit. There's nothing that we can do until she is ready to get clean. That's what it's all. It's in you. There's no one else that can help you except for yourself.
It's the fight, the battle, the war. It starts with the person in the mirror.
Yeah.
Okay? If you can't reach that person in the mirror, there's a disconnect to everybody else, your support system. Nobody going to be able to help you unless you try to help yourself. Mm-hmm. Okay? Now, have you ever tried to go to church and say, only God could help me, only God could get me out of this? Did you try to repent your sins or give it all up to God?
I have, yes. And recently I've been, thank you. I was baptized when I was a child, obviously. I think a lot of people were, but
So was
you
I.
know,
Yeah.
you're not fully developed yet. You don't understand that shit really.
Right.
But I've recently been thinking about going through that again, you know. And like I said before, I think it's within you. And you know, I do there is a church that I like going to. My mom introduced me to it and I do enjoy it.
Call it out. What church?
Palm Valley Christian Church.
Okay.
West Side, Goodyear, RZ.
Very good.
Yes, sir. But at the end of the day, I mean, I know people who are very religious. My aunt and uncle, for example, very religious, and they go to church every Sunday, but they're horrible people, man. They're
What
horrible.
do you mean? What do you mean?
They're about their money. They don't care about.
So the morals and the humanity is missing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. The last time I saw my uncle, he was making fun of me because I was fat.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Like
Yeah.
literally.
Yes.
Holy
Yes.
shit! And he goes to church.
Yes.
Fake
Yes.
Bible going thumping on Sunday,
yeah.
every Sunday.
Absolutely. They even tried to start their own church. Yeah. Yeah. It's just not everyone who goes to church is a good person. Don't be fooled. But
Do you think he used drugs?
no. No, they're high society, you know.
High society figures,
yeah,
social
yeah.
status up there.
Yeah, that's all they care about, you know. Yeah. They're it I just don't I think that church is not a defining factor in your character. It's about what's inside, you know, because you can go to church every Sunday and still be an asshole.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what defines you is how you respond and how you treat people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hi.
What you've been through and how you use what you've been through to grow is what defines you. And what I tell people is like, what says more about me as a person? The fact that I was a drug addict or the fact that I was a drug addict and I got through it? And I used to be embarrassed to tell people that I was addicted to drugs, but now I'm like, what? I was addicted to drugs. Look at me now. I've got a really good job, you know, and I'm still working my way up. I'm not where I want to be right now, not at all. But that says more about me as a person than just being a drug addict.
Listen, man. Fuck whoever wants to judge you. Fuck whoever wants to call you name. And fuck whoever call you crackhead or name or label anything in this world. Whoever's calling you that, they ain't no better.
Yeah, absolutely.
They got shit in their closet right fucking now.
Everyone does.
We're all battling some shit.
Yeah.
Okay? You may not see it on the exterior. Okay? But on the inside, the interior, there's tons of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you never know what people are going through, man.
You got people in marriages. You got people in hospital fighting their health, right? You got people trying to better their financial circumstances. COVID is happening.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in hospitals. You know what I mean? There's a lot of battles out here, man.
Yeah, it's scary times we're living in, man.
This is terrible times we're living in.
And if you have faith, now's the time to get right with God. I'm telling you right now, because
That part.
it's not looking good out here, man.
That's true.
It's horrible. Everything's fucked up.
What would you tell somebody who don't believe in God, who's an atheist?
I would tell you that I used to be an atheist. Yeah. Yeah. My parents raised me Christian. I went to church every Sunday, but I'd say probably junior, senior year of high school, I had a phase where I went totally atheist, man.
What happened?
What happened? It's embarrassing.
Fuck that, man. We're human beings. Let it go. Let it off your chest.
So I was in the shower one day, and you ever hear a song in your head, you know?
Of course.
But it sounded like I was hearing it from, not in my head, like I was hearing the music. It was oh man, what was the song name? It was a Carlos Santana song. I can never remember the name.
Okay.
When you come home, baby. You know what I'm talking about?
I never heard that one. But I know Carlos Santana with
Yeah.
the Maria Maria song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. I heard that song in my head, and I looked up the lyrics, and it just spoke to me somehow. It's hard to describe, but in that moment, I knew that I was being spoken to by God. And when I tell people that, they're like, oh my God, you know what I mean?
Another story, another...
Yeah, but I don't care, you know? I don't care. It was my experience. I experienced it. And that whole experience changed my belief.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you. Why I believe you? Because I have experienced divine intervention. Okay? You can be driving your car, and you can be thinking about something religious, and you listening to the radio, and something religious comes on the radio. That's no accident.
No. I can't tell you how many times one of the biggest interventions I've ever had. I remember one night, it was when I first got out of detox. I was going through the outpatient rehab. I just got a new job. I was working the front sales counter at a Napa Auto Parts, and it was rough, man. I felt like shit every day, and I said, God, just please, just give me a sign that you're still on my side. I've done you wrong. I let it out. I said, just please let me know you're there. Next morning, I drive up to work. I was back into the parking spot, hop out of my car, and right on the floor, right next to my tires, is a wooden cross.
Wow.
I have it to this day. It happened 3 years ago. I have that cross to this day. And
God is real.
it is. And everyone, oh, that's just a coincidence. No.
No.
No. There's no way. No.
A cross? It
Yeah.
could have been $50. It could have been a bottle of alcohol.
Could
It
have
could
been
have
a
been
meth
some.
pipe.
It could have been. You said it. I didn't say it. It could have been something for you to relapse on.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
of all things, it was a cross.
The day after, the night I went to sleep, I prayed and went to sleep, woke up and went to work and found that.
That was your sign right there.
Yeah.
That was a blessing. That was a blessing. So we encourage you, obviously, to get in touch with your spiritual side. You know that side that God is real. We believe in God. I believe in God. I don't care what none of y'all say, how you say it. I believe in God, okay? We did not get here because your mother shit you out, okay? That air in your lung does not belong to you. You think it belongs to you, try to stop it or tell it go away. You can't.
No.
Try to tell your heart stop or tell it stop pumping blood in your lung. You can't. Somebody else is in control, and it ain't you.
Yeah.
Right?
There's a reason for all this. And if you ask me, I think we're all going to find out that reason really soon. It's coming to that. I really believe that.
It is coming to that. It is coming to that. So you got to make sure you're right, okay? Not only you, but myself as well. We got to make sure we are right, okay, and on the right side of the track. Otherwise, it's not going to be a good look for none of us.
No.
It's not going to be a good look, okay? So also, Tyler has proven you can't be an atheist and become faith-based, believing in God.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I was serious about it, man. I just felt like like, woe is me, the self-deprecating. It's a shitty place to be mentally.
Right.
And I think I just turned to that, oh, well, there must not be a God,
Right.
And that's just the worst place you could be mentally, man.
That's the devil talking.
It is. It's absolutely the devil trying to get in.
Right. So you encourage people to seek God. You believe in God. There's no mistake.
No, absolutely. Absolutely not.
You don't advocate for drug use, or you don't promote that.
No. Hell no.
Right.
Stay away. Like
Stay
I tell
away.
people, you cannot start because I had no control, man. You think I intended to be addicted to drugs for a year? No, no one does.
Right.
That shit grabs a hold of you. And I mentioned this before. There's a difference between being mentally addicted and being physiologically addicted. I'm mentally addicted to eating. If I stop eating, I'm going to get hungry, but you know what I mean? If I stop smoking heroin, I'm going to feel like dog shit. There's a difference.
Wow. You got to be strong out here.
Yeah.
Okay. Stay away from drugs. Do not do drugs. Okay. It's not going to help you. It can ruin your life, and it could possibly take your life.
Absolutely. And don't be embarrassed, man. Everyone, the biggest fear I had was of my parents looking down on me, and the way that they reacted. Yeah, they were hurt, but I was expecting, I always go to the worst case scenario. They're going to disown me. They're going to kick me out, all this stuff. They were there for me,
Wow. And you wasn't expecting that when you was on drugs, for somebody to love you unconditionally and give you that moral and psychological support.
Yeah, because in my mind, I had let everyone down.
Wow.
I went to school. I was a A-B student. I did really good. And I just felt like I had let everyone down. But they were still there for me. And I am blessed in that. Some people, they may not have that.
Yeah.
And that's, how do we fix that? It's hard.
It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a whole community and government intervention to help drugs users to go to detox, go to rehab, go to whatever program it is you need to get away and stay away from drugs, because in the end, it's going to take everything from you, including your soul.
It changes you, man. It changes you. It's, like I said, I went from being an honor student to stealing my mom's change out of her closet, man. How humiliating is that?
How degrading.
Yeah.
Right?
It's horrible. Horrible.
Right. These are the things drugs can do, okay? It can literally turn you into somebody you didn't expect.
Yeah.
You're going to be ashamed of, okay? You're going to have regrets about these things, but it's very important to have a very strong mind and a very strong support system, because it helps. It can help you, but in the end, you have to be strong yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have that inner power, that inner strength to say, I'm not going to do this because I do not want to lose myself. I love myself, and I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. I have too much to lose.
Yeah.
You have too much to lose when you start using drugs.
Yeah. And like I look at like my sister and my dad's ex-girlfriend. I don't know my uncle. He's 45. He's probably almost 50 now, and he's still using, man. And I just thank God that you have to. And I know it sounds cliche, and I don't know how else to say it, but you have to fucking get yourself under control and turn that shit around, because no one's going to do it for you. We all try to help my sister. No one can help her. It's up to her. It's up to you. That's all I could say.
That's some good advice, man. That's some really good advice. Now, do you see yourself settling down, getting married, and living, quote unquote, a normal life?
I that's what I want, man. I want to pass my name on. You know, that's what everyone wants. They want to keep the legacy, their family going. That's what I want. I want to find a wife that I can love, that loves me, and I just want to settle down and be happy, man. That's what it's all about.
That's great, man. Now, where do you see yourself 5 to 10 years from now?
It's hard to say, man. You know, I have a good job now, and I was telling you before we started, if I wanted to, I have a job where I can just play it easy. I can retire where I'm at now, but I don't want that, you know?
Right.
I want to work for myself. I don't want to work for someone else. That's where I see myself 5, 10 years from now, working for me, making money for my family, my generations to come, so that they don't have to go through what I went through. You shouldn't have to. I can pass that knowledge on to them. They don't have to live the life that I did.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the path you want to set. That's the trend you want to set, because it makes no sense for somebody to work hard, lose everything, start over, okay, and end up in the rear when it all said and done. Okay? You're not gonna establish your legacy, okay? You're not gonna move on to the next chapter if you keep repeating it, okay? You really have to listen to what Tyler is saying today, okay? Stop fucking making excuses and get the fucking help you need. Start in the mirror, okay? And stay away from fucking drugs. That's easier said than done, absolutely.
Yeah.
But this is a living test. Tyler is a living testament that it can be done if you put your mind to it. Tell him.
You're right. It can be done. And I'm a fuck up. I still need work, but I did it. Yeah, I had help. Yeah, I had this. Yeah, I had that. But at the end of the day, I still made that choice. I still caught myself before I fell too far down that hole. You
Right.
know?
There's a lot of people going to look at you and say, man, you white. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
They're going to say that. They're going to say you white. You fucking privileged. We're fucking black. They're going to throw that card in there, that excuse in there. I don't fucking agree with it, but I'm just saying that's going to be in there. What are you going to say to these people who say, look, you're already 10 steps ahead of us?
What I have to say is, I don't think the color of your skin matters. There's black families that grew up far more well off than I did. And there's white families that grew up far worse off than I did. I don't think your color matters, man. It's just about the hand that you were dealt in life, and you just got to play with that hand. There's nothing you could do about it. And I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. You can't change the hand that you were dealt. You just got to deal with it, man.
It has absolutely nothing to do with color.
No.
Everything about your attitude and your approach.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Right?
Absolutely.
Some fucking choices you're making, they're not based on color.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
They're not based on color. They're based on your experience, your motivation, and fucking common sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
You know right from wrong. Don't point the finger. Do the right thing.
Yeah. Accept responsibility.
There you go.
It all starts with that. Is you just have to take accountability for where you're at.
So now you're looking to have a bright future, have a family. Now the question, obviously, some of these ladies are saying, because obviously they're gonna think you're handsome, you're tall, handsome. They looking at you, man. They're gonna say, man, he's handsome. They're gonna leave these comments and shit like that, right? You're single.
Yeah.
Tyler is single. Okay. So now, if they wanted to reach you, how would they be able to reach you?
I'm on Instagram, man.
Tell them your Instagram.
My Instagram is the Tysenberg. Inspired from my great hero Walter White, Breaking Bad, Heisenberg, but I throw the T in there, you know, the Tysenberg.
Got you. Now, obviously you're not racist. You dealt with some black pussy before, right? Clearly. So I don't want you motherfuckers throwing Tyson the racist card. He's not. He bangs on black pussy. The man love black pussy. He's not racist, okay?
You don't come back.
Fuck that. Okay, now the question presents itself. If the opportunity in the near future present itself where you meet a nice young lady, she happened to be African American, you love her, would you put a ring on African American lady?
Yeah, man. And
God damn it, man.
Yes.
You tell it like it is, man.
Listen,
Shit.
It's really sad that we have to live in a world like this, man.
With colors.
Yeah, it really sucks.
How does that make you feel when people say, man, you fucking white, man. You racist automatic. You probably one of the racist people on earth. How does that make you feel? And what do you have to say to people like that?
First of all, I understand, man. I understand completely. But at the end of the day, we're all just humans trying to get through this shit, man.
Right.
What the powers that be don't want you to know is that they're trying to divide us. You know, we're all on the same fucking side. Don't try to act like they have your back. We got to have each other's back, man. That's what it's all about.
That's real.
There's no fucking reason for all this racial division. You know, it just sucks, man.
That
and
makes
that's the
sense.
world we live in.
That's, you know what? It goes back to a lot of ignorance.
Yeah.
A lot of lacking the knowledge to say, look, it doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what background, what gender, what orientation, what race you come from. We all bleed the same fucking way. We all breathe the same motherfucking way. We all walk the same motherfucking way, right? How the fuck a color of your skin or the color of your eyes makes you different from me? We all going in the same fucking grave.
Yeah.
We all going in a fucking box somewhere.
6 feet under.
6 feet under.
At the end of the day.
Right? That's not discriminating. Say, motherfucker, what are you talking about?
We could be in the same fucking cemetery, man.
It's all about how you think.
Yeah.
How you perceive each other, right? I could give a fuck less about color.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the way I see it.
I could give a fuck less about it. Now, what would you have to say as your final word to people who's watching this show and they heard everything you was talking about, your friends, your mom, your dad, your stepdad, and then how you start experimenting with different drugs, and they're thinking, man, I wonder what he has to say about all of this. How would you summarize it?
It's hard to do. But what I would say is you got to believe in yourself, man. And it sucks to say it because it sounds so cliche and dumb, but at the end of the day, you may not have the support and the friends and the love that I had, but guess what? You still got yourself. And that's all that fucking matters, man. If you got yourself, you got all the power in the world. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. I know people out there listening, you may be going through some hard shit, but the time is coming. You got to get right with the Lord. You got to get right with yourself, because times are fucking weird, man. We all know that. You got to stay true to yourself. Pick yourself up and fucking pull yourself through that.
That is some very good advice. I appreciate that. I'm sure a lot of people are going to appreciate that as well and agree with you and side with you on that. Okay. And I encourage you guys, you know, to listen to this podcast over and over, because there's a lot of motivational moments, inspirational moment, life-changing moments, and just don't make excuses, man. Pick yourself up, like Tyler is saying, and face that motherfucker head on.
Yeah. Yeah. And if I can say this, that's a lot of, at first, you know, because everyone knows how my father is, my biological father. Like, oh, he got you into this. He got you. The first thing I'll say is, no, stop that. I'm a man. I take responsibility. Don't be trying to blame my dad. I'm not a fucking kid anymore. This was my responsibility. That's the one thing I can't stand, was when people try to blame my dad for everything that I've been through. No.
You accept accountability for your choices and your decision. You take full responsibility, second to none in this shit.
Yeah, it's all on me. It's all on me. You think my dad held me down and put a fucking heroin in my mouth? No.
Right.
It was me.
Right. Well, that makes you a man who take charge, take responsibility, and say, look, don't shine that light anyplace else but in my face.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm responsible. I don't care what the fuck he said, what the fuck he did, or what he could have did or could have prevented, I made a choice and I'm taking that to my grave.
Absolutely, 100%. Take responsibility. That's the two biggest pieces of advice I can give you listening right now. Take responsibility for your own actions. And staying sober, being true to yourself is like paying rent. It's due every day. Fucking pay that shit.
That is some hell of an advice. That's some good shit. That's some really good shit. A lot of people gonna be inspired by you, Tyler. A lot of people gonna be motivated. You're gonna change lives out here.
I hope so.
Okay, you're gonna touch lives. Okay, when you guys looking at this and going through this, I want you to understand one of the most important thing. This ain't coming from somebody who read a fucking book. This is coming from somebody who lived this shit every fucking day for like 10, 11 fucking years. Okay? This ain't some shit you read in a fairy tale. This is real life. He's telling you, I've been there, I've done that, and now I'm trying to better my life so you can too.
Damn right. Damn right. It's all in your heart, man. Everyone has the capability to do what I did. I'm not special. Like I said, I had help, but there's nothing that makes me more special than anyone else out there. You have what it takes.
Good advice, man. I appreciate you, Tyler, coming on the show. Excuse me, I'm going to need you to say, I've been tripping with motherfucking JJ.
I've been tripping with motherfucking JJ.
All right, I appreciate you, man. We're going to wrap this up. Like, subscribe, share, and whoever don't like this, I don't know what to tell you. Come on the show. We can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We real. This platform is to give people the voice and freedom of expression to say whatever the fuck they want, and whoever don't like it, fuck you, okay? We're going to roll with the punches. All right, I'll be back to do some more shows. Tyler, I appreciate your time, sir. Thank you for coming on. I got nothing but love and respect for you. No judgment over here. We all fuck up. And I'll see you back on the show some other time, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for your time, man.
Thank you, sir. Much love.
You're welcome.
I don't give a fuck. You're tripping with JJ.
Wow!
Fuck you, asshole.
Tell your bitch I said hi, nigga.